Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Next Gen Racing's VW Cup. Let's get some action going on the screen. Not many people out and about. Yeah, so this is it, what we're back for, what we're used to. Round 7 tonight from Sardegna. So one of GT Sport's fictional circuits, quite a nice track. I've driven a couple of races here myself, not too many, but it always does produce some quite nice clean racing. One of the bigger tracks, to be fair, that the Siroccos visit. So in terms of close racing, we might see the similar thing what we saw in Nürburgring last week, in that people will sort of break off into little packs. So we'll just get the link shared around and we'll get underway. I can see we've got some comments. I'm not ignoring you. I can see you there. So we're live for round 7 of the VW Cup. So I'll give you some standings in a minute, but I'll talk to you about that June. I don't know who you are, Soonerman674. I've got the VW Cup. Come join us. That'll do. Right then. Burnt Fry, evening my lover, how are you doing? Because he parked up at the side of the track there, mate, or you were a minute ago. JPH99. How you doing, champ? Oh, there's Burnt Fire, look. There he is. Right, how's your TV, mate? I just smashed it up in a fit of rage. Light Blades. Peter. Joanna. JPH99 in the FU Cancer livery. Greener Army in the very chromy purple. Got to admit, Greenie, mate, it looks like a sex toy. I'm not gonna lie. Big Z, Fraser, KZ2 Haas, Fourfish, Saxo, and Burtfire. You've got all the regulars in tonight. Never been round this track. It's how to characterise it? Undulating is the word, mate. So good job you're not here with tyre wear, because your braking point's just horrible with tyre wear. It's all of it shop. Without tyre wear on, this is only a short little race. It shouldn't be too bad. It's quite easy to learn. Partial braking in some of the more open corners really helps, especially in these FF cars. You'll just understeer wildly if you lock it up. So the one that Burnt Fire's going around now, partial braking on there and get other power as early as you feel comfortable. Joanna's left the room just for qualifying, that's good. Made it for me, Burnt Fire. Is that why he's just going to rear end him? Literally sending him to the shadow realm in a purple Sexton. Lovely stuff. So we are waiting for qualifying to get underway. I think Joanna, let me just put a message in the chat. I don't know where. There we go. Fraser was on it. Right. I'm just going to hop away from the chat for a minute, because what I want to do is give you some updated standings. So we had the standings issued this week. Score post pictures of Burnt Fire smashed up telly. So coming into round 7. Our current championship leader is Fraser Smith, and he is on a total of 143 points. So that is this guy. In second, we've got NGR Saxo. Who, don't forget, Saxo did miss a couple of races, I think. So to say he's doing, he's where he is so far, he's doing a bloody good job. Fourfish is in third as it stands. Lightblade in fourth. JPH99 doing a really good job in fifth. KZ2 Haas in sixth. Joanna seventh. Big Z eighth. Shadow Stalker at ninth. Shadow Stalker doesn't appear to be in the room tonight, as we just watched Fraser do burnout. Peter 10th. Mad Marshall 11th, Burnt Fry 12th, Green Army 13th, Polish Magic 14th, Delez 15th, and Mr. Dre in 16th. Okay, some of those drivers, as you know, haven't raced all the rounds, so yeah, it has plenty of time to change. So Green Army started quali. Have I got everything I need? No, I need that. I'm just going to hop out of my commentary chair for just a second. You'll be glad to know, ladies and gentlemen, I've already ate my dinner. Yeah, commentary tonight won't be punctuated by me eating a pasta bake. So I'm fully committed to the course. Yeah, so Sardegna B. I've not checked out any lap times yet. I don't know what a good lap time is. I guess we'll see that as the guys go around. Hello to the 4 people watching. So we just watch Fraser on his out lap. So hopping in the car with the current championship leader then. This corner we're coming up to, I absolutely love it. Second guys, I'll be back in a minute. Right, sorry about that. So where were we? Let's get you some stuff on. Okay, so the guys are on their out laps now. We'll see what they've got in the tank. Fraser does normally set a good early pace. Just check the volume on the stream. Yeah, volume is good. Yeah, so as I was saying, I do love this corner. You really feel like you're carrying a lot of speed through it. You've got a sharp 90-degree left-hander that feels a lot faster than it actually is. It's quite a wide circuit, Sardegna, so it's quite forgiving in some aspects, but the gravel traps, they don't stop you so much as spin you around. For some reason, whenever you get caught in one of them things, you're sideways. Fraser taking full opportunity of the track limits. It's going to set us our first representative time of a 1:23.2, Bitfly 1:23.9, JPH 1:24.9, Light Blades 1:23.9, Saxo 1:24.1. So all the times are within 2 seconds of each other. Fourfish 1:24.0, Giza 2 House 1:24.5, Joanna 1:24.5, Peter 1:30.2. So Peter's made a mistake somewhere along the line. Same for Big Z, 1:28.0. Green Army is going to be the last one to set their first time. It's going to be a 1:32.7. So we've got 6 minutes remaining in qualifying, so there's plenty of opportunity for these guys to improve their lap times. As you know, with the VW Sirocco Cup, there's no tyre degradation or fuel consumption, so they go out there with the same tyres, which are racing softs. They all go out there with full tanks of fuel. It is literally just down to driver skill in this car, so no strategy involved in this one. The driver I was expecting a bit more of a representative time from was NGR Saxo. Saxo is currently 9 tenths off the pace at the minute, but he's coming round to set his second lap. JPH manages to improve, Light Blade improves. Saxo unfortunately doesn't on this occasion. 4Fish 1:23.5, so that's a brilliant lap from 4Fish, puts him on the front row of the grid. It's a good Peter sets a better time, a 1:25.6, that's much better, that's more like it. Big Z a 1:25.6, yeah, much more like it. We're starting to see the representative times coming in. So Light Blade is someone we know who's pretty quick. We saw him in the team versus team event recently. So yeah, we know he's fast. He was one of the fastest in the whole event. So we'll be interested to see what he can achieve today. Burnt Fry, someone we've not seen too much of lately. His activity seems to have simmered down a little bit. But we do know that he's got the potential to be up there when he needs to be. We all know about Saxo. As he approaches the end of his lap, he is slightly down on his best time. Jordan currently being hassled by Light Blade. This might give Light Blade a little bit of a slipstream coming down the main straight if they can get the last corner right. He does cut that. That game might decide to give him a little bit of a penalty. If he had 2 wheels on the curb, he'd be just fine. 1:23.8 to improve on for Light Blade. He does improve that and goes to the first row of the grid, just 2 tenths behind Fraser with 1:23.4. Fraser meanwhile failed to improve on his time as he starts another lap. Joanna sets a 1:24.2, so that's a good lap from Joanna, puts him 8th. Peter sets a 1:24.7, so again not really good enough to get any higher up than he is at the minute. But he is consistently improving his lap times. With 3.5 minutes remaining, there's plenty of time for him to pull a result out of the bag now. Burnt Fry's just set his personal best, 1:23.8. So yeah, like I sort of said a minute ago, we know there's pace in this guy. Some more people setting lap times now. Greener Army 1:31.2 for Greener Army. Someone else on the start finish straight, but they don't appear to be going fast at all. So we'll see what happens with that. In fact, they appear to be stopped. What is going on? Yeah, it's Big Z. Big Z appears to be stopped. The issue that's going to do is that's going to bring the yellow flags out of the last sector. So that could cause issues for anyone looking to make moves. Not that I'd imagine they are. Is Fraser going to improve on his 1:23.2? He doesn't. 1:23.8. This isn't going to be an improved time for 4Fish as he gets the last corner wrong. Light Blade minus a slipstream might struggle here. As we see NGR Saxo pumping a 1:23.5. That's a much better time from Saxo. That is going to put him higher up on the grid. Joanna also puts a stonking lap in. A 1:23.7. So again, he's just 4.5 tenths off pole at the minute. That has unfortunately bumped Burnt Fry down the order a little bit, but in sector 1 he is slightly up on his best time, 0.03 of a second I think it was. So we'll see how improvements can be made. This man KZ2 Haas, 1:23.9, best at minute, he's on a purple sector, so it might be worth following him around. Fastest of everyone in sector 1 so far. We're likely on the penultimate laps of qualifying now, so these laps really matter. Can KZ2 Haas do anything? We're going to come up to another timing line in a minute, so we'll stick with him if he is improving on purple. And what's he managing to do? He is improved, so he looks to be leaping Burnt Fry at the minute. Looks to be just out the slipstream of Joe now as well, which is probably a little bit frustrating. Fraser improves 1:23.0 now. Burnt Fry improves again 1:23.6, so he's leapfrogged Joanna now. So he's in 5th. KZ2 Haas gets a really good drive. 4Fish does improve his time, but it's not enough to catch Fraser. What can KZ2 Haas do here? He goes to 5th. Pulled it out of the bag in that last set to 1:23.6. Great lap from KZ2 Haas. Very close to Saxo, so as it stands he'll be on the 3rd row of the grid. This one 3 tenths clear of anyone, 1:23.0. Great lap there from Fraser. 4Fish currently joining him on the 1st row of the grid. It's a long drag down to T1, so anything can happen here, and he is currently on a personal best. going to take a big effort to jump Fraser's time. No, it's going to take an exactly 3 tenths improvement on an already impressive lap to leapfrog Fraser, but he's going to approach another time in line in just a second, so we'll see how that's going basically. He is up just. It looks to be an improved lap, but he really needs a slipstream coming down the main straight. Is he going to get one? Is he close enough to Saxo? I think he is, you know. As we go on board with Saxo looking back, looks like Fourfish is just going to get the tail end of a slipstream here. It might not be that powerful though. So what can everyone do? So Jordan's going to be next to cross the line. Jordan does improve, Saxo improves, and Fourfish at the end did manage to improve, but it wasn't enough. Just reduces the deficit to Fraser up ahead. So qualifying over for those guys. Despite a Herculean effort by anyone, still putting laps in. Fraser's got pole position today with Fourfish joining him from the front row of the grid. Lightblade and Saxo second row of the grid. KZ2 Haas with a great qualifying lap there right at the end. Him and Burt are going to be the third row of the grid. Joanna and Peter are going to be in the fourth row. Jordan and Bigsy on the fifth, and then Greener Army is going to be starting from the back as it stands. That's qualifying order. Let's see if anyone else pumps in any laps before the time it elapses. They've got, if they want a hot lap now, they'll get an opportunity to finish it in this little downtime. Let's check comments and see what's going on. JPX99 got no speed. Top 5 might be a bit difficult. Slipstream, mate. It's a big old straight. It's a big old straight. This. If you just stay in the slipstream with the car behind, the car in front. Keep it clean as well. You never know what might happen. Sardegna is a track that if you get it wrong, it will punish you. So keep it on the track, and you never know what might happen. Yeah, to be 7th, not ashamed, your winner. Definitely not ashamed. This is a strong lobby tonight. It's a very strong lobby. So here we go. I'm going to be in for 20 minutes. No pit stops expected. Nothing like that. It's going to be a straight dogfight to the finish. Here's confirmation of qualifying then. So Fraser bags pole. Can he get the triple crown and get the win and the fastest lap as well? Time will tell. Very close between you and K2. Yeah, exactly, mate. K2 puts a really good qualifying time in. Lights about to go out for the guys. Everyone seems to get away well. Who's that got away slowly at the background? That was Peter. His Biggs is going to try and go around him. It's a long old slog down to 2-1. Saxo's getting the slipstream from Fourfish up ahead. Fourfish might want to think about defending this. Forces him wide. Fourfish resumes the racing line. Looks like Fraser's going to get through that one cleanly. Does anyone one wide onto the grass? No, everyone keeps it nice and clean. Coming through turns 1 and 2. There's Peter going for a move on Joanna. Saxo already looking for a move on Fourfish. He kind of is. It looks like he's going to try and get that move done. Fourfish got the inside line for the long sweeping right. You don't want to be on the outside here. It's very easy to dip 2 wheels on it. It almost does it. So another little back straight then. And this is an overtaking opportunity definitely for Saxo. He might be thinking about this. Doesn't, rethinks it. Burtfly goes for the absolute send on Lightblade, but that's going to sacrifice his speed going up the hill, and Lightblade might just be able to get the move done. Coming into the left-hander, he does. Makes that move stick. Burtfly's not going to let him off easily though, and keeps it round the inside. Good close race in between these two. Pretty evenly matched. So Burtfly's sort of the winner on lap 1 then, as he gets it all kind of wrong, and unfortunately, just as I say, he's a winner. Messes it up, and it's going to let Lightblade back through again. Just see Jordan go for the move on K2. He pops his nose out, but that was maybe just to put him off his game a little bit. Doesn't actually go for the send. Let's have a little look further down the fields. Peter's in a bit of a gap. He's dropped Joanna a little bit. Biggs is just trying to keep hold of the back of the pack. Meanwhile, at the front, it is still as it was after the first couple of turns. Fraser leads Fourfish, who leads Saxo. These three starting to break away a little bit because Lightblaze having to fight so much with Burnt Fry. You do tend to find with these Siroccos, if you can get away from the pack, the guys behind will just fight. As you see Burnt Fry go for another send. This time he gets it a little bit wrong. So unfortunately that is going to drop Burnt Fry right down to the back. We'll go back and have another look at what happened at that in just a second. Yeah, it's lost him a few places, that has. So let's go and have another look at what happened from Burnt Fry's perspective. So coming down the back straight was in Lightblade slipstream. I just got later on the Blake's, what's a Blake? And just tipped the wall. Yeah, so it's just a classic little mistake, that one from Burnt Fry, unfortunately, but he's straight back in the fight as he gets a slipstream from Jordan up ahead. So the two Jordans fighting it out on track. Is any one of them going to go for a savage lunge into turn one? No, they keep it clean. So Burnt Fry actually backed out of something there because he was running really narrow. Is he going to go for the switchback? Go for the inside line? It looks like he is. Gets that move done. That was a nice little overtake there by Burnt Fry. Jordan going to try and come straight back at him, probably hanging on for the back straight move if he's going to make this one happen at all. I know I'm ignoring the top pack, I do apologise, but we've got a lot of fighting here in the midfield. See, although Jordan gets close, doesn't go for it, just gets a much better drive going up the hill than Burnt Fry. Let's have a check in with the guys up front. So Fraser and Fourfish still relatively close together. Not much happening here. Saxo is still clinging on to the back of this pack. The man we're normally used to see fighting right at the front is NGR Saxo, and he is there still, so anything can happen yet. Lightblade doing a good job holding off the horde behind him. Containing KZ2 Haas, Burnt Fry and Jordan. Coming into the fight with that is Joanna and Peter. So Joanna now starting to get a little bit of slipstream coming down the main straight. That will have dragged him all the way along. Doesn't go for the savage dive, but he's certainly very close. Let's just keep our eyes on this battle, see how this one progresses. Still sort of business as usual. Burnt Fry now looking to make a move on KZ2 Haas. Looks like he's lost the attention of JPH99 behind. But he makes another mistake. He's racing at the minute, he's full of little mistakes. He's Burnt Fry as I hammer with the wrong buttons on my keyboard. But KZ2 Haas is all under pressure now. I'm really put off. Someone's setting off fireworks like right next to my house. Anyway, it is an early bonfire night. I suppose I'll forgive them. So the Joanna and Peter fight appears to have calmed down a little bit. Joanna has got that move made somewhere and is starting to break away. We've got a 3-second gap to the guys ahead, so he's going to be hoping that they will start fighting again very soon. Things do seem to have lulled a little bit in terms of action. We see someone go very wide. That was Lightblade, went very wide coming up the hill. Doesn't appear to have lost him too much momentum though, as we see KZ2 Haas get it all wrong as well. That's going to put him under the attention of Burnt Fry. Burnt Fry might be well just to hold back here and get the slipstream. what you don't want to be doing, Bertfry, is making a move there, and then he's just going to have your slipstream all the way down the main straight. You want that slipstream. The winner out of this one could be Jordan, though. He's going to get the toe from both of these guys, and he could literally leapfrog both of them. We'll see how that plays out. Bertfry does take my advice, stays out of it until the braking zone, gets the move done. KZ2 has to just turn in on him, though. Probably didn't expect to see him lunge that one. JPX99 probably thought better of making a move as well, and has stayed out of it for now. The battle up the front, though, starting to hot up a little bit. Fraser hasn't dropped Fourfish as he'd like. Fourfish is really hanging in there. Saxo has dropped back from this quite a bit. 2.4 second gap now between Fourfish and Saxo. Now Bertfry starting his attack towards the front. KZ2 has on braking, so everyone's braking into that corner. Just seems a little bit differently, and it is causing some issues throughout the field, I'll say. So the battle for 5th is well and truly on. Lightblade will be looking in his mirrors, quite glad to see those guys fighting, because the more they fight, the more he can escape. Bertfry now is proverbially just punching a hole in the air for everyone. So he is now dragging KZ2 Haas and JPH99 along with him. As we enter the halfway stage of the race, let's check in on the guys at the front. Again, 4 or 5 temps separates these. They have dropped Saxo a little bit more as well, so another couple of temps gained by these two. They are doing quite well not to slow each other down. Let's have a check on lap times and stuff. Yeah, so they're running consistent laps. Declutter the screen a little bit. Do let me know if you prefer to have like the rev counters and stuff showing below. I will show them if you want me to. I prefer to have a bit more of a clean screen. So far then, things have calmed down. We don't necessarily have too much on-track action to show you at the minute, other than the fight for first. Between two very evenly matched cars. If he does just get his line from that corner a little bit wrong, that's cost him a bunch of time. Yeah, you can see the gap increase bit by bit. It was 4.5 temps coming into that second to last corner. It's now 8 temps, but reducing again with slipstream, so the power of the suck is well in effect. Fraser sets a 1:22.8 fastest lap of the race so far, but Fourfish's braking now was just phenomenal. So he's right on the back of him. Look back from Fraser's car. And this is the view he's going to have every time he looks up. A very angry Fourfish bearing down on him. So currently Fraser is in position to get the triple crown at Sardegna, pole, fastest lap and win, but Fourfish isn't making it easy for him and is keeping him under pressure. We do know Fraser can handle the pressure quite well. He will be currently sat in his rig sweating nads though, which I'm sure will be all up in the chat about later. Meanwhile through the field seems to be little gaps developing between these two, so hopefully this all closes up a little bit. Chawina has really gained on these guys now. He's dropped Peter by over 5 seconds in the last couple of laps alone, and Peter is starting to gain the attention of Biggsy behind him, so Biggsy's closer to him than he is to the guys in front, so technically now Peter's got to think about defending. The front two though very close now, just 2 temps as they come across the start finish straight. Fourfish is going to go for the move, and that's a move made. Brilliant overtake by Fourfish. Glad we got that one in time. We are going to go back and have a look at that just as soon as I'm confident that Fraser's not going to have a move straight back at him, which he is. Fourfish just sends it a little bit deep and Fraser sends one up the inside. Classic. We're going to go back and have a look at that Fourfish move in just a sec though, but I kind of get the feeling at any minute something's going to kick off here. This could potentially start costing them time to Saxo, and that's not a guy you want to let back in on a fight. So these two really need to just agree to work together for the next few minutes and have their fight last few laps of the race. They both get it a little bit wrong coming out of there. I think they're thinking about each other too much now. As you can see, Fraser's 1.4 seconds off his fastest lap, and that's all because he's fighting. Let's go back and have another look at that move from Fourfish's perspective. So yeah, he just gets slung round. The slipstream is superbly powerful, and just really good braking from Fourfish. Excellent work. Got to admire that. The move's potentially on again then, so similar sort of gap exists between Fraser and Fourfish. Is he going to sell him the dummy? Fraser defends this one this time, sends him the long way round and keeps the place. So now let's have a check on the gap to Saxo. They've kept it pretty high. Yeah, they've kept it pretty high, but that's going to start tumbling if these guys keep fighting. So you don't want to let someone like him in on the action. You slags. You slags. Hunty the Punty in the house. How you doing, my friend? Well, at the minute, mate, I'm going to have a check through the field in a sec, but I just get the feeling that, yeah, all the action's at the front, really. The closest actions at the front, but it's starting to do its typical VW Sirocco sort of race where it's had its simmer in the middle, and now people are looking at the clock going, hang on, I've only got a few minutes left now, I need to get the hammer down. That's exactly what's happening here. Sardegna is a track that promotes overtaking. You've got one massive long suck buoy at the start there that will pull you along if you're in the suck zone. Fourfish is going to do exactly that. He's in prime range now. 2 temps separate them. Potentially, if he times it right, can get the move done before the braking zone even starts. And we know how good Fourfish is on the brakes. Is he going to hang it around the outside or go for the switchback? I think the latter. Both drivers get a really good drive out the corner though. Fraser's defensive driving at the minute is exemplary. He's really holding off Fourfish, who with the benefit of slipstream is just faster at the minute. But Fourfish gets the move done, forces Fraser wide. That's the same corner that Fraser made his move on him a few laps ago. You'll remember. You're getting a lobby on GTS, eh? Mate, I'd join you, but I've got a league race tomorrow night and I really want to practice for it. So I'm afraid I'm not going to be joining you, but maybe another night. One bit of action we've missed in the background is JPH99 somewhere has lost out to Joanna, and that stinks of an off, given that amount of time lost. Joanna's now hassling KZ2 Haas, and we'll check in with the front guys again in just a tick. But this looks to be spicing up a little bit as Joanna does plonk his car on the inside of KZ2 Haas. Great recovery drive from Joanna so far. Is that a little bit of a nudge wide? I think it was. And Joanna just let off the throttle to let him keep his position. Good racecraft there from Joanna. Very sportsmanlike. I'll give these NGR boys something. They race clean. So Fraser's back past Fourfish. Fourfish really hassling for a way past now. Not letting him off with this, is he? He's not. We've only got a couple of laps left now, and I think this could go down to the wire. It really could go down to the wire. Saxo coming under pressure from Lightblade now, so Lightblade is really hammering on the back of Saxo for third. He wants that podium position. I did tell you he was quick, didn't I? So we'll check back in on that. Is there any other action going on? No, there isn't, so it's safe to resume the Saxo. As Lightblade just gives him a bit of a nudge. Purely accidental. 100% accidental, I can guarantee you that. This is how close this racing is now. Saxo losing time hand and fist, and that's probably why he's not catching the guys ahead, because he's got to worry about the guy next to him. Lightblade gets the move done at the start of the main straight, and I'm not going to lie to you, Lightblade, that's probably the worst thing he could have done there, is let him go. Neither of you getting slipstream now. Saxo then with the inside line, he's just going to be able to be better on the brakes and keeps third position for now. Meanwhile up front, Fraser's still defending hard to Fourfish. Fourfish probably just biding his time. Lightblade's probably doing the same thing. Burnfire doesn't have to worry about anyone yet. KZ2 has still got a Joanna climbing all over his arse. JPH99 trying to close in on that. But unfortunately for JPH99, somewhere along the line he's lost an entire bunch of time. So Fraser's coming up with some back markers then. I know the back marker in question is Green Army and he will get out of the way. Despite the fact he doesn't have to. But Fourfish now, he's going to want to make this his move. Because he knows the next lap. I don't think the next lap's going to be the last lap. But he's going to want to make the move stick very soon. It's whether he stays behind him for now or not. Pulls out on that slipstream. Just hangs it around the outside. Goes for the switchback move. Gets a really good drive out of that. Fraser appeared to bog down a little bit as they go side by side. I'm just looking at the map to see if anyone else is changing positions. They're not as it stands. Lightblade's still behind Saxo. If we're checking on that battle, that is still raging on. As you see, Green Army just gets out of the way. Yeah, don't want any part of any of that. Fourfish now past Fraser. There's a bit of lag going on somewhere. So these two definitely will make it across the line in time to start another lap. As Fraser gets the move done. I'm losing count of the amount of overtakes these guys are making. I honestly am. So Fraser can defend coming into turn 1 after the hairpin, as Fourfish just sends it really wide. That's going to scupper him, I'm afraid, but he's still in the slipstream zone. Saxo's still ahead to Lightblade, but does send it deep there, so that's going to give Lightblade a run on him. Yeah, Fraser can defend this, you've got to hand it to him. He's in with a jolly good shout. As he just dives over to the braking zone at the last minute. Fourfish going for that ultimate corner exit speed. Fraser is in the way. Fourfish just can't get past Marshall yet. Oh mate, I can't take my eyes off this. I know there's battles going on behind as well, but I just can't not watch this. Because this matters, guys. This matters. Like, you know what I mean? The more points Fraser gets for Saxo, because we know Saxo's going to be picking up wins. So Fraser will be sat there wishing Lightblade would just get past him. This is it then. Fraser's sending him wide. Looks like Fraser brake really late. Oh no, 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 no! And that's Fourfish into the lead. Fraser just braked too late. Ah, it's gutting. It's absolutely gutting. All the same, that's raced the last couple of corners. Well, to be fair, we did say these two were going to make it. No, they're not. Actually, they're not. This is it. Last lap. Time is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Fourfish wins. Fraser second. Saxo holds on to third from a Lightblade who was really pushing for that. Burnfire in fifth. Joanna, a hard fought sixth position. He really had to work for that one. KZ2 Haas, good job in seventh. JPX99 will walk away from this one a little bit disappointed as he slams into the wall multiple times. Oh my god. I didn't have time to even replay that. Yeah, sorry mate, I didn't have time to replay that, but Fourfish, my god. Just what happened there? That was amazing. That was some brilliant racing. Alright, you know, you had it sold on really for Fraser to win that, and then a couple of sort of minutes in, Fourfish was just like, nah mate, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I've got to give these two a congrats, to be fair, because it was bloody good race from all of them. So Fourfish, FLG4YS and Saxo. But Fraser, gracious in defeat as always. You know what? As much of a competitive person Fraser is, he loves a good race. Like when someone gives him a battle, he loves it. So he'll be chuffed to bits with that. Even though he came second, he knows he's still picked up decent points. Is importantly for him, he's got a few more points than Saxo, who is his main championship rival at the minute. But don't forget, Fourfish ain't far behind, and after these results, Fourfish certainly will still be in the fight. Let's have a look. So Fourfish, in terms of tables, when I can zoom in on my phone without it's going nuts. Fourfish on 102 points to Fraser's 143 coming into this. Obviously I'm no good at putting live points together, but that gap certainly is a little bit shorter now. Right, with Fraser effectively dropping a few points. Fourfish have also gained on Saxo, but I think nothing changes in terms of positions. I just think things bunch up a little bit. Lightblade also will have done himself no harm at all. Again, I don't think he's going to leapfrog anyone, but a good result nonetheless. I'm going to save the replay. I didn't last week. Save that. Thank you. Yeah, that's it, ladies and gents. That's the NGR VW Cup. That's what it's all about. Close, hard racing. Every week these boys deliver something, and whether it's on-track action, whether it's just close racing throughout, we've got it all here. I wonder what happened to you, Jordan, mate. I'm not going to lie. I did, yes, I did, Fraser. Yes, I did. I saw most of it. There was a lot of battling going on behind you, in terms of battles between excuse me, there was a bit of a battle for sort of fifth going on behind you lot. So I had my eyes on that for quite a lot of the race, but for most of it, Fraser, I was watching you and Fourfish hammer the crap out of each other, which was great to watch. So I'll just give you a yes. Watch the stream anyway. Watch the stream and find out. I need the views, goddammit. Alright, let's have a look. Peter, gonna grab my blow up doll. Have you cleaned it from last time? Let's have a look. Anyone in the chat? Yeah, Jordan, I may have. Some tracks you just don't click with, though. We had this discussion, didn't we, in commentary the other night. You just don't click with some tracks. One of them, well, watch after Jim. Good, I hope you do. If you click now, filth. Absolute filth bag, Peter. Yeah, sometimes you just don't click with a track. I'm not that with them St. Croix ones. I just can't get on with them at all. Subscribe and like the bloody stream. Damn right, Hunty the Punty. Damn right. Otherwise I'll use my mod powers on you. And boy, if I enjoyed it. Did you? You made a few mistakes. Only kidding, mate. You had a good race, to be fair. Sardegna's a bit of a hit and miss track. Quite a few people don't like it. Dirty Dutch. What did you say about Amsterdam? It's a very kinky place. What do you think of my Dutch accent? It's very good. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I'm no good at accents. Really no good at accents. Yeah, that's racing. No one's going to be another. No one's going to be more of an advocate of that one than Fraser. Bloody hell, gutted for the lad, to be fair, but you've got to credit Fourfish. Absolutely got to credit Fourfish. Next race, Peter, I've got a gut feeling it's Scuba, but give me 20 seconds, I'll tell you. For some reason my phone is just full of memes. 1 second. So Thursday, I have the website like permanently saved. Yes mate, it's Scuba, and don't forget it's the next fourth race, so the top four in the championship ain't qualifying. As it stands, That is Saxo, that's Fraser, that's Fourfish, that's Lightblade. As far as it stands, you boys aren't qualifying. Yeah. Right, ending the stream here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Catch up with these boys next week. I hate Amsterdam. I'm not gonna lie, Peter. I'm not all up on my Dutch geography. Right, see you later, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And next channel activity, what are we looking at next? What are we doing next? Because we're on a bit of a break now from the GT3s. We'll be back with GT3s on Wednesday at the Nürburgring. GTTCC finishes on Friday, but as you know, I've not been streaming that. I've been letting Adey G do that. By the way, I'm going to use this little bit of an opportunity while I've got some views, just plug Adey G. I'll stick a link to his channel in the description below. He's been covering all the GTTCC stuff. Go and give him a bit of a follow. I'll stick a link to his channel in the description below, and go from there. Scuba, I thought Suzuka. No, mate, I'm looking at the website, pal. Just says after Sardegna road track B is Scuba, then it's Goodwood, Autopolis Short, Monza no chicane, and then your finale is at Brands Hatch. So you've got 5 rounds left now. So that's your one. You've already done Suzuka. You did Little Suzuka East, if you remember. Right. I'm going to try and end the stream for the 18th time. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good evening and rest of the week, whatever you're doing, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye bye.